你好，祝你有美好的一天。这就是频道 Celebrity News Today 247。这是今天的新闻。
The studio released a new small daily in the evening, once again fully interpreting Xiao Zhan'S thoughtfulness. As we all know, every once in a while the studio will release Xiao Zhan'S daily routine to interact with everyone. In the recent period, Xiao Zhan has been busy with his work. I haven't seen you for a while. For this reason, fans also couldn't help but miss their feelings soaring. And presumably the studio also saw the fans' reminders. At 17.22 on the day of December 16th, a new little daily routine of the Happy Power Generation Battle of the Common Xiao Zhan was released. In this newly released little daily life, you can see Xiao Zhan wearing the latest white sweater. The whole person looks very sunny and handsome. In addition, the theme of this small 10-minute daily life is also very meaningful. That is to put down the phone appropriately and play games with friends. Xiao Zhan and Xiaoxi played 3 games in this video. The first game is one mind and two purposes. While playing with the props, answering questions at the same time. The difficulty of this game is still quite challenging, so in the case of interference, it's not so easy to complete. In the end, the small room also gave up the interference. Let the boss concentrate on playing with props, hitting 19 times with a small room. The boss ended the game with 15 combos. Of course, this is the result of the boss playing for the first time without practice. The second game is Folding High, which is a building block game. Take one of the stacked blocks and place it on the top. As long as the blocks are dropped, you will lose. The 3 people in the small room took turns to fight against the boss, and finally ended the game with a score of 1-2. The small room won 2 rounds and the boss won 1 round. In the case of the small room winning 2 rounds, the boss could not help but accept the punishment. That is, the elephant's trunk rotates 10 times, and then it goes around the table once. The bottle cap placed on the bottle in the fly. If the bottle falls, it will be replaced. When I played for the first time, the small room counted the number of laps for the boss. But Xiaoxi is mischievous and deliberately counting wrong at this time. Let the boss go around for a few more laps, and finally caused the boss to fail for the first time. In the second time, Xiao Zhan also asked to count by himself, and the result can be imagined. Without interference in his own counting, Xiao Zhan completed the challenge very easily. The third brother game, Jingle Bells. The rules of this game are, the 3 people in the small room are sitting at the table with the boss, and each has the same fruits and animal tags. Take turns to release the cards in your hand. When a certain fruit reaches 5, or when the corresponding animal appears, you have to press the bell quickly, and the first to press the bell can remove the cards on the table. This game can be said to be a test of eyesight and hand speed. In this game, the boss is far ahead. Basically, most of the cards were received and the final victory was achieved. After the game results naturally came to the link of punishment, the small room carefully prepared 2 cups of punishment water mixed with different flavors. Those who lose will randomly drink a drink. Before drinking in the small room, Xiao Zhan, who was the boss, also deliberately sniffed the punishment water. From his extremely unacceptable expression, he can actually realize that the water must be very bad. For this reason, he was the first to show his concern and quickly take the water to the small room to drink. This little detail can be said to interpret Xiao Zhan's thoughtfulness to the fullest. Of course, the small details have once again witnessed Xiao Zhan's super high quality. From this small daily interaction between Xiao Zhan and the small rooms, in fact, I can clearly feel that there is no boss and employees between them. It seems to be a friend, and the state of this friend can also make people understand a lot of things. For example, Xiao Zhan's attitude towards everyone. For example, he is sincere. Another example is his thoughtfulness and so on. Therefore, character is really not something to talk about. Instead, it is presented in small details every time. Finally, Xiao Zhan also warmly said to everyone, I hope everyone can put down their phones appropriately. Interact more with friends and family around you, play games, leave the mobile phone appropriately, leave the internet, and return to the most sincere communication between people. I believe there will be a different experience. To be honest, from this small daily life, people can really gain a lot from it, whether it's looking at Xiao Zhan's considerate appearance, it's better to see his heart. warming suggestions, which make people feel a lot. As an outstanding young man who worked extremely hard, Xiao Zhan can usually be said to be very busy. But he still uses his little rest time to bring happiness to everyone. This shows that Xiao Zhan is definitely an idol worthy of our permanent company.